What's up, guys? I'm Chris Spags here, back with another Four Corners for today's four-game NBA main slate, courtesy of Awesemo.com and presented by SuperDraft. I'll be honest with you guys, it's looking like a bit of an ugly NBA slate today, but hopefully where there's crisis, there's opportunity. So let's keep some positive energy in the air, and right now, please hit that like button. And if you want to win a free month of Awesemo Plus, like the video and comment your top value play on today's slate according to Draftkings salaries down below. Yesterday, somebody got Alec Burks correctly, and I'll announce that winner later on. So if you want to join that winner at the pay window, like this video and comment your top value play down below. Well, let's get right into it with our first corner of the top owned plays, starting with Montrezl Harrell in a matchup versus Portland, in which there are 117.5 implied points for the Clippers. Harrell has 39% expected ownership on Draftkings, while he has 38% on FanDuel. Harrell loses some opportunity thanks to Kawhi back in action, but he's priced well against the Portland team with a poor 108 defensive efficiency rating and a pace-up spot that's going to benefit his style of frenetic play. Next up, we've got LaMarcus Aldridge in a matchup versus Oklahoma City, in which there are 107.8 implied points for San Antonio. Aldridge has 38% expected ownership on Draftkings, while he has 42% on FanDuel. Aldridge's price is down, and he's due for positive regression on his 44% shooting, but it's a lot of ownership for a guy who's only cracked 40 fantasy points once this year versus Washington, given he's in a down-paced spot versus Oklahoma City. And rounding out the top-owned plays is Lou Williams in the matchup versus Portland, in which there are again 117.5 implied points for the Clippers. Lou will have 33% expected ownership on Draftkings, while he has 35% on FanDuel. Lou is in a similar spot to Harrell, where they will undoubtedly lose some usage to Kawhi, but their prices and per minute numbers are more than strong enough against an iffy Portland defense, who just like Golden State's scrub unit beat him up. And now into some of the top value plays on the slate, starting off with Jimmy Butler in a matchup at Phoenix, in which there are 108.5 implied points for Miami. Butler is a decent value on FanDuel, but he projects as the top value of the day on Draftkings, with Phoenix's solid defense likely to result in more need for him to push his usage up from the 25% he's had so far this year. And the expected return of Jaylen Brown looks good at Charlotte in a game in which there are 111.3 implied points for Boston. Brown seems likely to play after going through shoot-around, and he's now the only decently priced Boston player after everyone else took a jump up in price while soaking up his 26% usage rate. And rounding out the best values is an actual cheap guy with Rodney Hood in that matchup at the Clippers, in which there are 112.5 implied points for Portland. Hood seems too cheap given his role with at least 30 minutes in every game and a chance to pick up more shots if Kawhi's oppressive defense goes to more worthy targets on Portland. And for our next corner on the short slate, let's talk about some of the other relevant plays, including Kawhi and Leonard in that matchup versus Portland, in which there are again 117.5 implied points for the Clippers. Kawhi's price has risen, but he's been a monster when not load managed, with a 40% usage rate and a very sustainable 47% shooting from the floor. Another relevant guy looks to be Steven Adams in that matchup at San Antonio, in which there are 103.8 implied points for Oklahoma City. Adams is one of Awesemo's better value plays in a pace-up matchup at San Antonio, where he'll have a tough time on the glass, but he's likely too cheap given his role and 22% rebound rate. And his teammate Chris Paul at San Antonio also looks pretty good with that 103.8 implied points for Oklahoma City. Paul has a 25% usage rate in 3 out of his last 4 games, and he seems to be slowly rounding into form in a tough matchup where his experience could actually be an asset. And now into some of the lower-owned dart throws on the slate, starting with DeJounte Murray in that match versus Oklahoma City, in which there are 107.8 implied points for San Antonio. Murray is still limited to mid-20s minutes, but he has an 18% rebound rate against Oklahoma City's iffy work on the glass, and his 25% usage rate can take work off the table for the higher-owned LaMarcus Aldridge and DeMar DeRozan. And another intriguing dart throw is Enes Kanter in that matchup at Charlotte, in which there are 111.3 implied points for Boston. Kanter also looks likely to play after participating in shoot-around, and his price is low for a guy with his permanent upside, even though his role is very fluid with only one regular season game played for Boston due to his injuries. And another very cheap dart throw is Trey Lyles in that match versus Oklahoma City, in which there are 107.8 implied points for San Antonio. Lyles' minutes are insecure, but he has over 12 boards in 2 out of his last 3 games, and he's reasonably priced because of his not good role with a 9% usage rate to start the year. So there you have it. That's what I'm seeing so far for what might be an ugly Thursday night slate. So right now, please hit that like button if you want to win a free month of Awesemo Plus. Like the video and comment your top value play according to Draftkings salaries down below. Yesterday, a handful of people guessed the top value play on the slate correctly. It was Alec Burks, and this guy right here is the winner, Nathan Hooks. So Nathan, email me at chris@awesemo.com to collect your prize. For everybody else, if you want to join Nathan at that Awesemo Plus pay window, like this video and comment your top value on tonight's slate down below. And of course, the free months of Awesemo Plus come courtesy of SuperDraft. So right now, head to superdraft.io and check out their deposit bonus. Use the promo code Awesemo, you'll get $20 free on any deposit of $100 or more. So go to superdraft.io right now. Check out their tournaments also, which have a bunch of overlay. Great way for to build bankroll. And check check out their multiplier tournaments where you don't even have to know salaries. Just jump in, pick your guys, and go from there. So head to superdraft.io and use that promo code AWESEMO right now. And if you'd like some more data for the slate, including Awesemo's own projections, you use this promo code SWITCHANDHEDGE at awesemo.com/join. Get half off your first month of any monthly Awesemo Plus package, or you can find packages as low as $3.95 a week on there. Send to awesemo.com/join and pick a package that'll work for you. Go follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Chris Spags. I've got all sorts of content coming up 7 days a week in the NFL and NBA DFS worlds. Also my personal podcast, which is right now in my pinned tweet. So go check that out on Twitter and Instagram at Chris Spags. I'll be back on Live Before Lock later today with Fast Eddie Fear at 7 p.m. East Coast time because it's a later slate start, so tune in then. Of course, I'll be back with you guys again tomorrow for another Four Corners. So thank you for watching. Enjoy this possible dumpster fire of a slate, and good luck.